Qual è il problema? Mettete in dall'angolo.
E poi niente,
No, you can't. Vanno scuro.
Yeah.
Dico,
No,
this camera
is not the same one as the house. This camera is not the one that we have. Don't move this because another.
Why does he have
Tanto paga che sta monta monta. No, se non mi dà il tavolo. Fuori ne o no? Fuori now.
Okay, good evening, everyone. We're finally starting. On behalf of Cavaliere Peter Cardella and myself, it is our pleasure to welcome you here tonight to this special event, the unveiling of the Presepe Napoletano. And for those of you who don't understand Italian, it is the Neapolitan Nativity. We are so fortunate to have this beautiful work of art here at our center for our seniors. And may I say, I am so surprised so many of you braved the cold plummeting temperatures and came out tonight to be part of this beautiful event. And I'm very happy. Give yourselves a round of applause. The Presepe Napoletano that we have here today is called Il Presepe della Pace, which means the Nativity of Peace. This beautiful display of art was crafted by the artist of Napoli, done in the tradition of the 1700 life of the Napolitan people, of course surrounding the Holy Family. It is absolutely spectacular. The first time I saw it, I went to the Italian Museum in New York, in Little Italy, and I brought a group of my seniors to go. It's absolutely stunning. So, I'm very happy that we have it here. It was not an easy feat to bring it here, but we got it here, we assembled it, and it's absolutely spectacular, and it'll be on display until the end of January for all of our seniors to enjoy. And I'm so happy we brought it here, because most of my seniors, about 80%, are from Italy, or Italian American, or from Europe. And I really believe when you witness this tonight, when we do the unveiling and you see the beautiful Presepe, it's going to remind you of home. You're going to bring a little piece of your homeland with you when you see the Presepe. And it's just a beautiful thing for all of you to have. You will remember your childhood, your tradition, and your culture of Italy. And before we continue, I would like to first of all introduce all the dignitaries we have here tonight and the Italian leaders. So may I begin with, of course, our namesake and our founder, Cavaliere Peter Cardella. We also have with us a Cavaliere couple, the Honorable Surf Maltese, Cavaliere and Senator Surf Maltese, and his beautiful wife, Cavaliere Constance Del Vecchio. And Constance Del Vecchio, by the way, is a renowned artist in her own right, as all of you have witnessed the portrait of Cavaliere Cardella in the lobby. I also have my husband here, John Toscano, and I have to acknowledge him because he spearheaded this whole project to bring the Presepe here. He worked very hard on it, and I have to thank you for all your work, and he's the one who's responsible for the Presepe here tonight. We have Pasquale Mazzullo. He is a consultore of the Regione Campania. And we have Cavaliere Nicola Trombetta, who is the president of the Federazione della Associazione della Campania. And, which I did not mention, but I will mention now because I just spoke of Cavaliere Trombetta, This Presepe was donated by the president of the Campania region in Italy, and his name is the Honorable Antonio Bassolino. And he donated this Presepio to Cavaliere Nicola Trombetta, to the Federazione, to have a display. Right, to the Federation that he heads, that he's the president of. So he donated it so that the people in America could have a piece of beauty to look at. And I think it's been here almost 12 years? 12 years, okay. Okay, we also have here Stefano Torriciano, who's the Executive Director of the Italian Federation of Brooklyn and Queens. We have Angelo Messina, who's the President of the Interclub Maratha USA. We have Mr. Nick Signorelli, who is the broadcaster for Radio Maria. We have Gino Dolce, who's the treasurer of Polizia Generosa. And finally, John Mastretta, who's the president of San Gerardo. Without further ado now, I would like to give the microphone over to Cavaliere Peter Cardella to say a few words to you.
Good evening. I just want to thank John Toscano for the work that he has done. But I want to go back to the Trombetta family that I met around 1972, 73, 74 with Mr. Trombetta, the father, Tommy Salamone, Father Corrado. These were the people that we first started to try to organize the Italian communities throughout the city of New York. We formed the Federation of the Bronx, we formed the Federation of Brooklyn and Queens, we formed the Federation of Greater New York, we formed the Federation of Astoria, and we also formed the Federation of Brooklyn. The work was hard. We traveled all the way up to Albany to try to organize these Italian societies upstate. It was a hard job. It was work, and I want to thank Cavaliere Nicola Trombetta for the work that he has done, replacing his father as a leader in the Campania region. Also the newcomer Pasquale Mazzullo. Pasquale Mazzullo is the newcomer, but the Trombetta family go back with me for many, many years, around 35 years. It's a long time in the life of an individual. So I want to thank everybody for your presence here tonight, and I think that we're going to have a wonderful showing. Thank you.
Thank you, Cavaliere. By the way, when we brought the idea to Cavaliere Peter Cardella, he got so excited because for Cavaliere Cardella, anything that promotes the Italian culture, he is right on board with and open to. So thank you so much for allowing us to exhibit it here. Now I'd like to give the microphone to the Honorable Surf Maltese.
Thank you very much, Barbara. I think it's fitting that we again applaud Barbara Toscano, Cavaliere Cardella, and John Toscano for what they've done in this cultural endeavor. Certainly Barbara has spoken of tradition and Italian culture and Italian American culture. This is the evidence of it. This is a manifestation of something that is so wonderful that we could look back on our parents and grandparents, and certainly Cavaliere Nicola Trombetta and his family and Pasquale and what they have done in bringing this here, this object of beauty that was in the Italian Museum, downtown Manhattan. And it's going to be here so everybody could see it, as Barbara has said. So we have a debt of gratitude to Cavaliere Nicola Trombetta and the region of Campania. So again, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. Pasquale Mazzullo, Cavaliere, say a few words, please.
Good evening. Napoli and Palermo used to be Regno delle Due Sicilie, so actually we are one family, but it doesn't matter what part of the world we come from. It's a great honor for us to present here the Nativity in this wonderful place that you built it, because you are an Italian by heart, but mentally you are American. That's why you become successful. Thank you and enjoy the evening.
Thank you, Cavaliere. And finally, Cavaliere Nicola Trombetta.
Good evening, thank you very much, Cavaliere Peter de Cardella. Tonight you spoke about history, and you said nothing but the truth. In the name of my father, I really thank you very much. And Tommaso Salomone was the greatest, an Italian just like you. And God bless you, and I wish you then you live longer and longer and longer to witness and testify the truth. Anyway, why are we here tonight? Il Presepe della Pace is being donated by Bassolino when he was the president of Regione Campania to the federation. At that time, Pasquale Masullo was the president, I was the secretary, and he asked me to send a letter to Bassolino during the time of Christmas to request a presepe for the community. And the idea back then was already have a presepio to go around the community, wherever is Italian or wherever is appreciated l'arte presepiale. So we sent this letter. 2 months later, Pasquale got a letter from Bassolino, said that during the period of Christmas, they will have a presepio here, a presepio display. If you remember, I don't know how many of you know, we had an office downtown Manhattan on 54th Street, the Regione Campania office. Well, they had a display there, and they bring this presepio without the presepio. We not even know that this presepio was for us. At the end of the display, because he don't want to get us too excited, and Bassolino met with me at Pasquale, and he said, this is the presepio that I would like to donate to the community. And then we had September 11th, if you all know, and we named this presepio Presepe della Pace. That's the name, and that's the reason why. Since then, the presepio is being displayed in Pennsylvania, in Connecticut, in the Bronx, in Manhattan, and finally is even here. Well, not only where the Italians are, but any place where the arte presepiale can be appreciated. The presepio cannot go to any place or any church or any other sede if the club don't belong to the federation. So why this presepio is here? I need to tell you these things because I don't want that tomorrow somebody else says, well, but you give to, oh, I'm the president, or somebody else is the president, said, you give to the Peter Cardella Senior Citizen, why we should not have it. The reason why the presepio is here is because I am a president of my society, Società Solofrana San Michele Arcangelo ed Amici, then part of the federation. So Giovanni Toscano is very, very good friend of mine. And when he requests, he says, I would like to bring Presepe to the Cardella Center. As soon as he told me Cardella, my head went crazy because I know Cavaliere Cardella. I said, well, if no society of the federation make a request, I will sponsor as a Società Solofrana to have the Presepio in Queens. And that's why the Presepio is here tonight. So any other community or any other church that would like to have the Presepio in the future year to be in their community or in their church has to be sponsored by one association that belongs to the federation. I'm sorry if I take so long to explain, but I think it's good to know and it has to be important to tell people why and how things happen. Giovanni, of course, did a wonderful work. It was on my head since last year. And, you know, I was hoping, honestly, that no society would request. I sent a few letters, nobody responded. I called John and said, we got it, it's yours. I did the paperwork that I was supposed to do. And God bless all of you, enjoy. Make sure that your kids, bring your grandchildren, bring to show them. Because il presepio is not only religion, it's an art. Nel presepio you see the people, del pescatore, la massaia, all people like you and me, regular people. Then they enjoy and they pray God and His nativity. So enjoy, have a great time. Thank you very much for the hospitality. And what can I tell you? Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you so much, Cavalieri. I just have to take a few minutes. I'd like to mention someone, Mr. Giuseppe Mopalato. Can you stand up? Mopalato, I'm sorry. Okay, this man here, he has done the Presepe himself in this community for how many years? More than 20 years. He built his own Presepe. It was outstanding. It was in his garage in the back of the house, and the whole community came to see it. So he's a very good artist himself. So everybody give him a round of applause. You're really going to appreciate this tonight. And before we do the unveiling, I have to thank 4 extra people who went out of their way, above and beyond the call of duty, members of my staff and volunteers, who helped to transport the Presepio here from Manhattan with a U-Haul truck, carry everything. It was so heavy, put everything together, and all on their own time volunteering. So I'd like to thank, we'll start with Paola Bomarito, come on up. Enzo Trapani, Pino Trapani, where is Pino? And where's Pietro Ropolo? Pietro, come on. Without these people, we couldn't put it all together. Oh, and somebody just came from so thank you all very much. I appreciate all your work, okay? And somebody just came from the Federazione della Campagna. Oh, Elena, come on. Elena Guercio. She is the secretary of the Federazione dell'Associazione della Campagna USA, okay? Okay, so without further ado, we're going to all get up. We're going to go into the lobby, and we're going to have the unveiling. And after the unveiling, you can, stay as long as you want and look at it, and then we're going to have nice refreshments here for everybody. Let's just remember, this is a Christmas blessing that we have the Presepe here in the Cardella Center. It's a blessing for all of you, for all of the seniors, and you can talk to everybody about it, and anyone can come in during our normal days, our normal hours, and view the Presepe, okay? So it's a Christmas blessing for all of us, and so without further ado, let's get up and go into the lobby. Is he coming? Yeah, the chair. Mr. C, come on. Guys, you can all go back, okay? You can sit down. Sit down.
Oh, I can't see anything.
I don't know.
Everybody.